Welcome to the Signature Canine video series, where we're taking a look at all the new stuff coming out of the shop and some of your old school favorites that are getting a facelift. So today we're going to take a look at this is a 30C by Ray Allen, and this is a replaceable bottom sleeve. So basically what that means is the cover is built into the bottom of it, and you unlace the top cuff and replace the whole thing. So the shoulder piece separates and the whole bottom is replaced. Now, one of the things that makes this pretty effective, and the durability of this is pretty good, it's better than a cover that's put on a regular trial sleeve or a sleeve that requires a cover. And that's because the bar itself is collapsible. And you can see this bar, it's pretty lengthy, so you can get a pretty big mouth dog in here, and he doesn't get up into the barrel. And the bar gives us collapsibility in this direction and in this direction, which again, for impact, young decoys, fast dogs, however you want to think about that safety-wise, it actually gives us some safety this direction at impact. We've got a little a crumple zone built into that. Same thing. We've got some collapsibility for the younger dogs or intermediate dogs. They've got something to crunch into and feel good about it. You know, there's this surface across here is pretty good sized. If you look at it from this end, it's about, you can see it's about 2 inches across. So they've got to open their mouth. It's not like it's not like the BT50 sleeve where they really got to open their mouth to get into it. But they still have to open their mouth to get into this. It's not like a trial sleeve that's got a slight bar on it. It actually pushes them into that direction. It's got a pad across here, so you've got some pad up here by the bicep. It's got reinforced padding up in the front of your forearm. As far as this internal size of the barrel size is pretty good. It's pretty large, and so you can get a big arm in here. You know, so if you've got guys pretty large arm, this is a pretty nice sleeve. Got some ventilation. Again, a padded handle in here, so you can grab onto it pretty well, hold onto it, not slip. The action is pretty good for a two-piece sleeve like this, where the cover's integrated. You know, some of them the action isn't real good on. This one's not bad. It's got pretty good maneuverability. And part of the reason that you get better wear out of the jute on this sleeve than you will a cover on a trial sleeve is because there's nothing hard behind it. So when a dog's teeth goes through here, he actually sinks into the material behind it, and he doesn't actually compress thread against the leather or the hard sleeve. He actually compresses, he actually pops his teeth through here, and there's nothing really behind there to kind of grind or abrade the jute away. So it actually makes this sleeve last longer than what just a cover will. Now again, it's not a substitute for a sleeve with a cover, but at the same time, it gives you a little better durability than you would normally get. So when you're replacing bottoms, it's economically not too bad, and you get a little more life out of this bottom than you will in a normal cover on a sleeve. And again, for the money, this is a pretty nice piece. It'll work a lot of dogs. If you're looking for one sleeve to do a lot of things, young dogs can work on this because they've got some collapsibility to it. You know, good solid green dogs can work on it. Adult dogs can work on it. You can get some pretty big hammers on this sleeve, and you're not going to have big comfort issues. You're not going to get cranked on. You're not going to get beat up. And part of that's because of the width of the bar itself, the length of this bar this direction. It takes a lot of dog to get his mouth deep into it. And you can work a grip on here really well. You know, get them in deep and get them to open their mouth and get them to crank on this thing. It works out pretty well for that. So anyway, that is our 30C intermediate sleeve.